I have 5 random life hacks for you that have helped me like crazy, and I just really wanted to share them. So that's what we're gonna do today. Okay, so like let's just do it. Number 1. Gardening knee pads. This is super random. I think these are for gardening. Work Pro, I got them on Amazon. Basically, whenever I clean my house, I'm always like, my boyfriend and I have we have very different ideas of what cleaning is. And he thinks that cleaning is like folding clothes and putting them away. No. That's straightening up, okay? Cleaning is when you are on your hands and knees in the corner of your living room, in that area that no one even sees, and you are like disinfecting that corner. Yes, I do have OCD. I've talked about it in the past, okay? That's not part of this video though. That's not part of this. So let's leave it out. I'm often on my hands and knees when I am cleaning, in all of those little corners, all those tiny little corners, the corners where like baseboards are and stuff. And it is, oh my God, is it a bitch on your knees? So especially if you are like me and you're over 30, you gotta get some of these, okay? You gotta protect your knees. They're so good, and like I will just walk around in them all day long because they just like, and then like you think you're done, but then you're not. And then you find something, there's like a hair on the ground and you're like, okay, now I need to like clean that corner. So yeah, I'll link them down below. They're super basic. They're just like foam or whatever. I'm sure that you could use like any kind of knee pad, but if you haven't thought of it, you gotta do it. You gotta protect your knees. Because did you know that like most women, like basically all women athletes will end up having knee surgery because for whatever reason, like our knees are weaker? Fucking rude, dude. Spoken as someone who had to go to physical therapy for their knees. Get knee pads. This is really weird. This is super weird, and it's not what it looks like. I have a cat. Her name is Ziva. She has a myriad of health problems, including like food sensitivities, like allergies and stuff, including constipation, problems with hairballs. And it's like basically, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but like cats are really bad at hydrating themselves. They're really bad at it. Even if you have a cat fountain, which I've gone through like 12 of them, I don't even want to talk about it. I do have a cat fountain. I've literally had like 12 cat fountains. Anyway, she's really bad at hydrating herself. And in particular, her problem with hairballs and constipation has been really terrible. So I found this hack. That's literally a cough. Did you hear that? That's literally a cough because she struggles with hairballs. Did you hear that? It's horrible. Yeah, her health has basically been like it's just like, it's been the bane of my existence. Like it's going to be the death of me. All I do is just like basically prop her up on a pillow and like walk her around and be like, she is a tiny princess and I need to take care of her. So anyway, what I did, because for the most part, like I try to limit the amount of dry food that she's having because she needs to get that hydration. Now I do obviously feed her wet food in the mornings. And I add water to the wet food to make sure she's getting enough fiber, all that stuff. I know I'm going to get comments. She takes a laxative, like all of these things. But one of the ways that I've gotten her to drink a lot of water is by soaking her wet food, which is her favorite flavor, like she loves the way it tastes, by soaking it in water. Now I was doing this basically daily. I have these tiny little like dip bowls that for like dips and like soy sauce and such. And I would take a little bit of her dry food and then I would soak it in water and then I would take the dry food out and then I would give it to her and I call it her soup. This is Ziva's soup. And she loved it because it tasted like her favorite food, so she would drink it up. I tried doing this with her wet food, it just didn't work. So like if you are gonna try this, you gotta do it with like whatever their favorite food is. Anyway, it got really annoying having to like do that every single day. So what I do now is I just kind of like make a batch of it. I'll put like a scoop of dry food, like maybe, I don't know, 1/8 of a cup or something in like a mug, like a large mug. And I'll just soak it until it starts to look like miso basically, or pea, whatever you prefer. And there's actually little bits of her food in here, which typically I take it all out, but I was lazy this time. Extra flavor, you know what I mean? And then I got this thing on Amazon. It's from the brand OXO, which I think you can get at like Target and stuff. It's an olive oil dispenser. So it's got 2 holes. It's obviously got like the dispenser here and then it has like a little hole here to make sure that it doesn't spill or whatever. So you just want to make sure that you cover those both up before you shake it and mix it. And then I just pour it into like one of my little dip bowls, and I give it to her at least once a day. Like I fill it up basically, and I will give it to her along with her fiber supplement, because it needs to be taken with water. So it's really worked. It's really worked very, very well. And this little thing, like obviously I keep it in the fridge. I wanted to make sure that I got a size that would fit in my fridge. Like it's not too tall, it's not too small. And so basically it's like a weekly thing. Like I would say that this pretty much lasts a week. And yeah, it's made such a huge difference. So if you have a cat or any animal who is struggling to get enough liquids, then this is a really good hack that I just wanted to share because it's made such a huge difference for her. So I'll link this thing down below. It looks so suspect. Number 3 is one that I have actually mentioned like maybe a couple of times, but I feel very passionately about it. So a little bit of a backstory. I grew up on sugar. Just sugar. I think back to how I ate in high school. I don't know that I ate a normal meal. I don't know that I ate a normal meal. I remember like going to the vending machine and getting like a Three Musketeer for basically breakfast, because like not eating breakfast at home, and then having cookies for lunch. Like that's what I remember. And I remember my parents like making chicken, and being like, I don't want that. I want sugar. Anyway, was not good about flossing my teeth when I was young. Like prior to turning like 18, I was not good about flossing my teeth. I had cavities. And thank you so much, because some people often compliment my teeth. I'm very lucky to have like relatively white teeth, but I have had many a cavity. And that is terrifying. I don't like the dentist. So I had a dentist at one point tell me that basically the between areas of my teeth that are touching were all, this was years ago, and he was basically like, these are all like questionable areas, basically because I was not good at taking care of my teeth when I was younger. And he said something you can do, you can actually reverse this by taking a little bit of toothpaste, putting it on your teeth, and flossing, so that you are getting it in between your teeth. He said it's really important to get it in between your teeth. So obviously you want to use I almost said foundation. This is a makeup channel, dude. You want to be using a toothpaste that is remineralizing. So the one that I use is Sensodyne Pro Enamel, because I have sensitivities. And this is the toothpaste for sensitive teeth and cavity prevention, gentle whitening specialist, enamel protection, rebuilds, restores, refreshes. So it actually doesn't have a super high fluoride content. It's 0.25 fluoride, which like I think if you get like Colgate Total, it's like 0.46 or something like that, which would be better, but I'm allergic to sodium lauryl sulfate, so I have to use this. But I guess I'm just sharing with you my toothpaste. It doesn't really matter. Basically, you just need like to be using fluoride, but it's really about getting it in between your teeth. I do want to share my excessive like regimen of cleaning my teeth, because it is excessive, but it's only excessive now because like, I don't know if you guys know this, you only get one set of adult teeth, and then you get them when you're a child, and then you have them for the rest of your life. Like that is so crazy to me. So you gotta take care of them. Like once you get your adult teeth, you gotta take care of them. So anyway, I wanted to share with you some of my favorite products. So the first thing that I do, I feel so passionately about this, is I typically will like rinse with a mouthwash. Like I'll swish and gargle with a mouthwash to begin with. I don't know if any of this is bad. So if there's anyone out there who's a dentist and who wants to be like, don't do that, let me know. Like I could easily do this step with water, but I like to do it. I just like to do it. So I do that first to just kind of like loosen anything up, get rid of it. Then I go in with this floss that I'm obsessed with. It took me it's upside down. It took me a second to fall in love with it. It was recommended to me by my dental hygienist, so shout out. One of the dentists at my dentist is a subscriber. So hello, and hello to your sister. But yeah, my dental hygienist suggested this. It's Dr. Tung's Smart Floss. And I think they have multiple flavors. This is the cardamom flavored one, which took me a second to like get used to. I guess a lot of people, there's like people out there who don't like mint. I fucking love mint. So whatever. Anyway, it's great. And the best thing about it is that, first of all, the whole package is recyclable, which I really like. But once it's exposed to any kind of like moisture, it expands. So you can really get between your teeth and like really like brush between your teeth, which is like amazing. It has a sort of like gritty feel. It's the best. So I go in with these. I really brush between like the areas where my teeth touch, especially on my bottom teeth because it's really like tight there. I don't find that this gets stuck at all. Like it doesn't do that thing where it like gets stuck and then like the fibers break or anything, which is really good. Although my boyfriend has said that it's kind of thick for him, so maybe his teeth are tighter. I don't know. I love it. I'll brush between like the areas that touch, and then you gotta scoop around your gum. So you're getting stuff out of there. Cause like I like popcorn. Then I will put some toothpaste on my teeth. Okay. You can just take a little bit, put it on your finger like that. And then for this part, I apologize. I use a floss pick because these are nice and smooth. It helps me just get that toothpaste in there. You could just like maybe do this step all in one, like putting the toothpaste on your teeth and then flossing with this. Listen, I mentioned I have OCD, okay? I think it's an OCD thing. Maybe I'll work on it in therapy. But I have these multiple steps. So we're not here to therapize me. I'm just giving you what I do. So I do use a smoother floss pick because mostly the OCD in me, I really don't like getting the toothpaste on my fingers. So I use it. That's what, you know what I mean? Because when you're using this thing, it kind of gets all over the place. You got to get in there. You know what I mean? I just don't like the way it feels. Anyway, so that's my, and then I obviously brush my teeth and then I mouthwash again. So it's extensive, but my teeth are in amazing shape. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. But like mostly, if you are someone who like wasn't good about flossing, or like maybe last time you went to the dentist, they were like, hey, these areas are like areas that you need to keep an eye on. Just getting that toothpaste between your teeth made a huge difference. Like it actually worked. Because whenever I go to the dentist now, things are fabulous. So yeah. Tip number 4 is layered. And there's sort of 2 little bits to it. So straight up, the tip is if there is any habit that you are struggling to start or make an actual habit, setting a 5-minute timer to get yourself going is kind of life-changing. For example, one of the ones that I have been trying to start is drawing regularly. I want to be drawing regularly. I haven't done it regularly in a very long time. It's a very difficult hurdle for me to overcome. It's one of those mental things, like when you're trying to do something and I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of you guys who watch my channel can relate to a lot of the things that I say, but that like all or nothing can really get exacerbated when you have maybe like a skill that you haven't worked on in a really long time. And then when you start again, you're like, oh, I'm not as good as I was. So it makes you not want to do it. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm not the best, then I don't want to do it at all, which is stupid. So setting a 5-minute timer has really helped me to be like, okay, I'm literally just going to sit down for 5 minutes. It doesn't matter what I draw. I'm just going to like draw a little bullshit, draw a dick. I don't know, fucking whatever. Like we're in math class. I haven't done that actually. Most of the time I draw eyes, and I've been drawing this photo of me. Actually, I've made a lot of progress. I drew this photo of me when I was a kid, which we're actually going to come back to twice. I'm really bad at drawing the same thing again to like practice it, but I did it. Anyway, snaps for me. So this is layered because even setting that 5-minute timer can be really difficult. I wanted to talk about this app, not sponsored. It was recommended to me by my therapist, and it's called Finch. And this shit is so good. I honestly don't know, like other than the fact that I've been using it, like I can tell you about the app. I don't know, like I'm assuming that therapists created it, or at least it was created in partnership with therapists because of the messaging and like the question. It's so good. It's such a good app. Basically what it does is it sort of uses the evil of your phone and game-like responses that like get you to be checking your phone or checking notifications or opening apps and such. It uses that and your psychology for good. So it's got the fun little like sounds and such. I don't know why I keep saying and such. And it's got like, basically you have like a little baby finch that you are raising. It's like I almost said Chia Pets. What's it called? Gigapet, kind of. You remember Gigapet? Where you're like raising this little finch, and you can like buy it outfits and stuff if you like do the like thing where you pay for the app, which I'm doing right now, which I honestly don't really need, but like I wanted to see what was up with it. I don't think it's necessary, but you can like buy outfits for your finch, and it has like a little home that's really cute. So it's very much gamified. And what happens is you create this list of habits that you either do like daily, or you can do like a few times a week or on the weekends or whatever. Like you can repeat it a certain number of times. And it might just be like, go for a walk, draw for 5 minutes, drink, I don't know, 8 cups of water or whatever it might be. And you get little like reward type things for it. So for instance, you can collect like more little pets, and they come as like micro eggs. It sounds so great. Like I literally feel like I'm insane describing this. But like my first micro egg is attached to me drawing for 5 minutes a day. So every time I do that, you get closer to like hatching your micro egg, and then you can like take care of that little pet, whatever. It's crazy, but it's really cute. Like it's very cute. And it has actually helped me with like making certain habits more of a regular thing in my life. And so I just wanted to share it. If there's anyone out there who like really loves those, like if you're like a Farmville type person, or which I never played, so I actually don't know if it's similar, but I'm just like guessing. But if you love like little games, if you fuck around with like cute little animals, that kind of thing, then you might actually like it. And when I say that it was very much developed by therapists, all the habits that they have as suggested, and also like the little check-ins, like if you turn on notifications and that kind of thing, they are just like incredibly positive, and not in a patronizing kind of way. It is very much like, I just believe, and I really got to look into it, but I just believe that it was created by therapists, or at least in conjunction with therapists, because it's just like, it's so good. So yeah, if you're interested, I highly recommend that app. It's been helping me, and it has actually helped me to get me to start setting a 5-minute timer and draw. Long explanation, but like I'm telling you, it's good. Literally just got a little notification from it. My finch says, "I'm here for you." It's so cute. My finch's name is Muffin. So cute. Okay, and then finally, I'm gonna be cheesy again, just to finish this. And this is not like a necessarily tangible thing, but I made my phone background a photo of me when I'm like, I truly don't know how old I am, 8 or 9. Like, I don't know. How old does this little kid look? Little kids all look the same age to me. Can you see it? Yeah, look, oh, so cute. Got a little tan. Dark circles for days, you know what I mean? All those people who are like, who don't believe me. I've had them my whole life. Anyway, I made my background photo because I've had like a bunch of random photos on my phone. And I made one of me when I was a little kid because I was like, bitch, everything I do is for that little girl right there. Okay? Everything I'm doing, all the therapy I'm doing, every decision that I make day to day now at 35 in 2016 is for that little girl right there. And I feel like that's just like a really good hack to have, that like every time I open up my phone, I see a photo of me as a child, and it's just like a good reminder, I don't know. And you can like use it in whatever way would help you, but there's like a plethora of like things that it brings up for me, and I just thought I'd share that. I just thought it was cute. Also, I'm holding a maraca, which is so cute. I think my grandma brought it back from somewhere. Like, why am I holding a maraca? Look at that little girl. She is so, can you see her? Look at that fucking look. Would you look? Would you just look at it? Oh my God, I'm so cute. That's it. Those are my 5 life hacks. They're random, but they have helped me. All of them, immensely. So I wanted to share them with you. Let me know if, first of all, if you try any of these, and also if you have any specific life hacks in any category. Like, I don't care what it is. Maybe it's not even like, maybe you wouldn't even consider it a life hack, but like you tried something recently and it really, really helped you. Always want suggestions. I know the people in the comments will want suggestions. Like, let's share. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and comment and blah, blah, blah. Join me on my live streams on Thursdays at 12 PST, and also random ones interspersed. And I'll see you in the next one. This makeup look, mostly, I did sort of like adjust it for this video, but I filmed a Sophia Loren eye makeup look, which I'll put somewhere. Like it'll link to it somewhere or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go.